Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT. This is WWE 2K24 Universe Mode episode 264 tonight. We come to you live from Lincoln, Nebraska. Welcome to the show, folks. I'm Callum, otherwise known as KO Ken. Welcome to KO Productions, and welcome to another action-packed edition of the White and Gold brand, which is NXT. Gonna be an action-packed show as always, folks, with some incredible action and 4 massive championship matches coming your way here this evening. It's NXT Title Tuesday tuna comes your way right here, right now. Let's not waste any further time to get straight out of the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work. Oh yeah. Tonight we kick things off with a triple threat match for the NXT Women's title.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the NXT Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Adelaide, South Australia, Rhea Ripley.
And out first, ladies and gentlemen, one of the 2 challengers, former NXT Women's Champion, the Eradicator herself. It's Mommy Rhea Bloody Ripley. On the first edition of NXT Title Tuesday, a special event featuring massive championship matches, Rhea Ripley was able to capture the NXT Women's Championship, cashing in her NXT Money in the Bank contract she won back at TakeOver Battleground, defeating the inaugural champion Bianca Belair, the woman that beat Rhea to become the first ever champion. Rhea took the title away from Bianca on that event, Title Tuesday number 1. We're back tonight at Title Tuesday number 2, where Rhea Ripley looks to become a 2-time NXT Women's Champion, as she enjoyed a 308-day reign as the NXT Women's Champ before. Let's see if she can do it again, but standing in her way as well as the champion is this woman. It could very well be Tiffy time tonight, as Tiffany Stratton has arrived on the scene live tonight in Lincoln, Nebraska, in this triple threat contest for the NXT Women's title to kick us off here this evening. It'll be a fun one, man, here tonight on the White and Gold brands.
Introducing the challenger from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
It was a number of weeks ago here on NXT where these 2 women, Tiffany and Rhea, went one-on-one for the opportunity to challenge Lyra Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship here tonight. That matchup ended up being a double countout, resulting in a draw for both women, not getting the victory, but both women able to get the opportunity rewarded by General Manager of NXT, the Heartbreak Kid himself, Shawn Michaels. So Shawn Michaels giving both these women a short triple threat matchup, the hardest challenge of Lyra's championship run thus far. Let's see if she's able to hang on and get the win tonight, retaining her championship and her 3rd defense of the gold. She won it back at Evolution, defeating Rhea Ripley. She beat Rhea again at Deadline. She beat Raquel Rodriguez a number of weeks ago. Let's see if she can win this one tonight.
From Dublin, Ireland, the NXT Women's Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
Here we go, folks. Big Fat Field Triple Threat NXT Women's Title Contest, kicking us off live, and Title Tuesday 2 comes your way right now. And that right there is what they're fighting for, the beautiful, prestigious, and coveted NXT Women's Championship here tonight live at NXT Title Tuesday 2. Gonna be an awesome one, man. Let's get right into it. The crowd very much ready for this contest. Alicia Taylor already given the introductions, as though you see the official of NXT, Rod Zapata, holding up the gold of what all these 3 women want to be walking out with tonight. There you see the former champion Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, and of course the current reigning and defending NXT Women's Champion, who won it at All Women's PLE Evolution, Lyra Valkyria. Here we go, folks. Matchup on our way. Tiffany and Rhea going straight at each other clearly. They have unfinished business following their showdown a number of weeks back in the number 1 contender battle, which ended in a double count out. Rhea from behind on Lyra, able to take her down there, and Tiffany Stratton now snapping her down goes Ripley. And Tiffany Stratton picking up Rhea by her hair and slamming her down on the mat. Is Lyra from behind, beautiful German release suplex on Tiffany Stratton as Rhea Ripley goes straight for Lyra now. Rhea Ripley, massive need in that section now of the NXT Women's Champion. Tiffany from behind, going after the back, just scratching at her, missing that drop kick. Woman here, a vertical base. Tiffany not for long though, she gets knocked down, big boot, there's Lyra. Snap suplex on Ripley. And there's Lyra Valkyria going straight at a crossbody on Tiffany Stratton. Rhea and Tiffany have had 3 matchups, 3 singles contests against one another. Rhea is 2 up against Tiffany Stratton, one of which of course resulting in a draw. Tiffany never defeated Rhea Ripley in this series. She could for the first time tonight alongside Valkyria and walk out the brand new NXT Women's Champion. Rhea, massive shot as Lyra comes out, comes back in, baseball bat in hand, looking to hit Rhea with it. But Rhea able to grab her and power slam her, or body slam her rather, right on that baseball bat that Valkyria brought into the ring tonight in Title Tuesday 2. Tiffany goes straight for her. Big elbows in the midsection of Rhea Ripley by Stratton. As one of the challengers going after the other one. Tiffany knife edge chop, massive opportunity from Stratton as down goes Rhea Ripley. But there's Lyra. Baseball bat right in the back down. There's one right on the head of Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany able to counter that one. And Tiffany with a drop kick down goes Lyra Valkyria. Rhea now comes back in, knife edge by Tiffany Stratton. Goes straight for the former NXT Women's Champ. Oh my god, a Lyra drop kick, dropping Rhea at the top of her head. As Tiffany Stratton was looking for an Alabama slam on Ripley. And there's Lyra Valkyria, baseball bat now on Rhea. Just those 2 women in the ring right now. Tiffany Stratton on the outside trying to catch up. Rhea could be a way for Lyra to get the win here. She just threw the baseball bat right at Ripley, covering her leg as hook shoulders down, scoring one on a kick out by the Eradicator. Tiffany Stratton trying to break up that count, but already kicking out was Rhea Ripley. It's Tiffany and Lyra going on. Nice drop kick by Tiffany and a leg drop by Rhea on Stratton. Cover Rhea Ripley to the 2-time NXT Women's Champion. Kick out by Tiffany, and that right there is just an example of how you can win this matchup. 1-4 to the finish. First superstar to gain pinfall or submission walks out NXT Women's Champion. Lyra Valkyria tonight doesn't need to be pinned or submitted to lose her championship. Rhea could pin or submit Tiffany. Tiffany could pin or submit Rhea. They would walk out the new champion. 1-4 to the finish tonight. It's Rhea going for the challenge. Face first. And at the top turnbuckle in the corner again. Lyra Valkyria gets planted, but they're from behind. Tiffany Stratton going straight for Rhea Ripley. Irish whip sends her right into Lyra, and a drop kick on Rhea Ripley. But there's Lyra. And a clothesline sends Tiffany to the outside of the ring. Eliminating her from the Rumble there. It's right now Lyra Valkyria with the top crossbody taking out Rhea Ripley now. All 3 of these women were a part of the Royal Rumble matchup. As there's Lyra Valkyria with a top crossbody on Tiffany, but now Rhea on the outside. Going straight for Lyra. But Lyra turns her attention back to Tiffany on the floor, and Rhea and Tiffany clearly used to being out there. They were a number of weeks ago in their matchup as Lyra gets set on the steel steps by the Eradicator Rhea Ripley. Rhea and Tiffany going at it. Rhea going to send Tiffany Stratton back into the ring. Big shot and block there is Lyra Valkyria just going to throw Rhea Ripley around with authority. Lyra Valkyria admiring her hand, but there's Tiffany with a toe break crossbody there. Yes, all 3 of these women are part of the Women's Royal Rumble matchup. Tiffany getting 3 eliminations, very impressive in the matchup. It's right now Rhea Ripley picking up Lyra Valkyria on the outside, electric chair face buster. Planting her down on the mat right at ringside. You got to get the woman in the ring to pin them, and Tiffany Stratton knows that it's exactly what she has to do. Armringer clothesline counter though by Ripley. And Rhea Ripley in control on Tiffany Stratton here. Picking her up, gonna throw her into the ropes here. Lyra back in, baseball bat in hand. Look at this from Rhea Ripley, choking her at the top rope. As right now Lyra Valkyria, baseball bat swinging a miss. Ripley, tied on Valkyria. Well, it's been up for the 2-time NXT Women's Champion here. Will she become the two-time NXT Women's Champ? Tiffany breaks up the count. Tiffany no schoolgirl. Pin on Rhea. Kick out by Ripley. Kick out at one there. Can't get the win just yet. But right now, Tiffany Stratton with a side slam. And now going for a moonsault. Standing style as Tiffany Stratton connect with it. That'll be a prelude for the prettiest moonsault ever. But there's that beautiful spinning heel kick by Valkyria. Cover on Stratton for the title. 2 gonna retain and a kick out. At 2 by Lyra. Man, oh man. Lyra Valkyria, can't believe it. Tiffany in the corner. Rhea comes back in. Look at that's from Lyra. Beautiful head scissors. Taking down Mami. The former champ wants to become a two-time champ tonight. But right now, Lyra Valkyria all over Tiffany in the corner. Tiffany top rope. Both women in a very precarious position here. Superplex for the champion Valkyria. Rhea Ripley looking to perhaps take advantage on Lyra and a super kick. She may just do so. Super kick by Ripley and stomping away on the hands. Stomp after stomp there. Rhea bloody Ripley. Oh, big boot by Stratton trying to come in and break up. These two women going at it. Rhea Ripley dragging Lyra, but Tiffany wants a piece of Rhea Ripley. Knife edge, big shot. Look at Tiffany Stratton there. Beautifully done. Lyra looking to steal the pinfall on Rhea, but Tiffany going to break it off. Tiffany not having it against Lyra here. Knife edge once again. Another knife edge. There's Rhea Ripley picking up Tiffany Stratton. Beautiful set out powerbomb. Got her right where she wants us. There's Valkyria though. Oh, beautiful kick to the knee. And now, pinning combination here. Lyra Valkyria for the winner retain. 1 count only. Kick out by Ripley once again. Lyra though picks up Rhea. Got her where she wants her. The move that won the title and Evolution. The move that made her retain at deadline. Nightwing on Rhea. Tiffany back in at 1, breaking up the count. Tiffany Stratton able to make sure her chances of becoming NXT Women's Champion are safe there. Breaking up that count and a clothesline on Rhea Ripley. Breaking up the Eradicator. Tiffany Stratton looking to put her away now. The Fireman's carrying the flipping, rolling through. Beautiful driver by Stratton there. Picking up Rhea Ripley. Going to sit her right in the corner of a massive forearm. Oh, but here comes the champion back in. Lyra Valkyria drop kick and a send Tiffany face first off the bottom turnbuckle. Roll counter, back and forth, action, oh look at that from Tiffany Stratton. Discus clothesline, Stratton now setting her up pretty, smooth sold ever for the title. To pin the champ, cover, leg hook, shoulders down, Rhea back in the counter 1, breaking up the count. Rhea Ripley making a save. All 3 women have hit their big maneuvers in this matchup. Neither have been able to put another one away. All it takes is 1-3 count, 1 tap out. And the NXT Women's Championship will be decided in her first of 4 championship encounters tonight. Lyra, Tiffany, going at it right here. Massive shots are going after Rhea, only just skiffing her there. It's Rhea Ripley now picking up Lyra and a big boot there as Tiffany going at it. But there's Rhea with massive knee barrages on Stratton. Looking to get a 3rd pinfall victory or submission victory, just for 3rd victory in general against Tiffany Stratton. But for Lyra Valkyria, she's looking to get her 3rd victory in general against Rhea bloody Ripley. It's Rhea with a baseball bat. Going to work, going to town right now on Tiffany Stratton. Lyra Valkyria, beautiful springboard frog splash on Tiffany. But Rhea grabbing Lyra. 2-time champ perhaps. Riptide connecting. Cover, shoulders down. Beautiful pinning predicament. 2 count kick out by Lyra. You've got to be kidding me. Lyra staying alive on the 2 Riptides. The first one was broken up to be fair, but she just full on kicked out of that one. Tiffany Stratton wasn't able to break it up. She got to be cutting her lucky stars that Lyra Valkyria was able to have enough resiliency in her gas tank to be able to kick out of that one. Lyra, one of the most resilient stars she's certainly proven to be. One of the most resilient stars of recent times here in this series. Not just in the NXT brand. Rhea top rope frog splash on Stratton. Frog splash there, but Lyra Valkyria looking to steal the win from Rhea Ripley. Big kick to the midsection. Lyra now. Fisherman Buster. Fisherman Brain Buster on Rhea Ripley in for the cover now. Lyra to retain. Leg is hooked. Shoulders down. Tiffany down and out as well. 2 gun on Rhea and a near fall. Rhea somehow able to get that shoulder off the canvas. And there's Tiffany Stratton and going at it with Lyra Valkyria as well. Tiffany. She wants her hair pulled, down she goes. And Tiffany Stratton looking to put her away. I think she was looking for that springboard swanton ball, but Lyra Valkyria keep getting to her feet, and there's an Alabama slam by Stratton. Looking forward again, but Lyra again getting to her feet. Rhea Ripley looking to get an equaliser, but there's Lyra gonna send Tiffany to the outside. And a kendo stick brought out by Rhea, but it's Lyra Valkyria, Nightwing times 2 on Ripley, cover. Shoulders down, Tiffany trying to get back, and they're going to break up the count, but Rhea again, somehow able to kick out. And somehow she's on her feet. Rhea clothesline. Another clothesline. Got Stratton right where she wants her now. Ripcord out of the drop kick connecting. Lyra Valkyria now. O'Connor roll. Bridging through, looking to steal it. To retain on Ripley. 2 count. Valkyria does it. Valkyria retains. Man, the O'Connor roll on Rhea Ripley, enough to keep her down. That's 3 pinfall victories that Valkyria now holds over the Eradicator Rhea Ripley. Tiffany Stratton gonna be raging. She was not pinned or submitted to lose that contest. Rhea Ripley was. And Lyra Valkyria in her first championship matchup of the night, able to retain the NXT Women's title in a hard fought matchup. What a great fight for all 3 women. Incredible effort put in by these superstars, but at the end of the day, Lyra Valkyria clearly the better of the 3 on this night live in Lincoln, Nebraska, as she is still the NXT Women's Champion. But the action going to be rolling on tonight on NXT Title Tuesday 2 is coming up in your main event. The inaugural NXT Champion Keith Lee we're going to become a 2-time NXT Champion as he battles the current champion Carmelo Hayes. And your main event later on tonight. But coming up next, the NXT Tag Team Championships are up for grabs as the D'Angelo family looking to challenge the Hurt Business. Tony D and Stacks taking on Wesley and Cedric Alexander is next live on NXT. We're back live in the white and gold brand from Lincoln, Nebraska, as now you see the number 1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team titles. Tony D'Angelo, Shannon Stacks Lorenzo, the D'Angelo family. It was last week here out on NXT with these 2 superstars able to knock off Gallus, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang. Daring themselves this opportunity tonight in NXT Tag Titles and Title Tuesday 2. They're going to get it this evening against Wesley and Cedric Alexander of the Hurt Business, who are coming in this matchup with their second defense of the gold since defeating the War/Viking Raiders at Deadline for the titles and beating them again in their rematch a number of weeks back. It's going to be a fun contest tonight, though, between these 2 tag teams. Tony D and Stacks have had an opportunity before at Imperium for the NXT Tag Team titles. They were unsuccessful in that matchup, of course. Let's see if they're successful in their second time out on a Tag Team Championship affair. But here come the champions, Cedric Alexander and Wesley, the high-flying, hard-hitting duo representing the Hurt Business. Looking to make a statement tonight in this Tag Team Championship showdown here live on Title Tuesday 2. You don't want to miss it, folks. Do not change the channel. Massive Tag Team Championship matchup coming your way. D'Angelo family and the Hurt Business is next live in Lincoln, Nebraska. Live on the white and gold brand. We're back live on NXT Title Tuesday 2. Is that right? There's what they're fighting for. The beautiful, prestigious and coveted NXT Tag Team titles. Let's head to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Alicia Taylor.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 472 pounds, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, the D'Angelo family. And their opponents at a combined weight of 383 pounds, the NXT Team Champions, Cedric Alexander and Wesley, the Hurt Business.
Thank you, Alicia. Great introductions as always. Going to be a fun one here between these 2 tag teams. Lee and Alexander handing over the gold to referee of NXT, Rod Zapata. Hold them up in the air. That's what the D'Angelo family want to be walking out with tonight. It's all about family. It's all about the business. It's all about gold tonight. And that's what they want. Tony D'Angelo going to be starting off this contest with Cedric Alexander. But a paddle now, ring the bell, and here we go. Matchup is underway. Honorable there, Tony D'Angelo getting the upper hand for the time being, but there's Cedric Alexander. Nice strikes. And now picking up the Dawn of NXT and a lunch from there. Down goes D'Angelo there by Alexander. And now Cedric, massive shot. Cedric looking to fly there. Springboard out of the tornado DDT on Tony D'Angelo. Looking for another one here. Beautiful going with a splash that time. Oh, Tony D hurting one half of the challengers there. Right in the ribs. That's not where you want to be. Super kick caught there by D'Angelo. And then Tony D. Exploder there. Exploder suplex there on Cedric Alexander, running in massive elbow. Beautiful jumping elbow on Cedric, and now Tony D. Ripcord on a clothesline. D'Angelo admiring his handiwork, heading up to the middle rope there, but there's Cedric Alexander getting back to a vertical base. Cedric stops him in his track, knife edge chop, massive shot, countered by Tony D'Angelo. D'Angelo heading up to the middle rope. Cedric right there, trying to stop him in his tracks. Big boot by Tony D, and a double axe handoff. Tag made, in comes Stacks. Cedric wants to make that tag, and there's a stomp. Right in the ankle there by Stacks. Big kick to the midsection by Alexander now. And now Cedric, massive jumping knee strike tonight on Title Tuesday 2. The second of 4 championship encounters tonight. Still to come, the NXT title on the line. Keith Lee, the inaugural champion, battling Carmelo Hayes in the main event. And then also going down, Austin Theory, after this contest, going to be defending his North American Championship. An open challenge matchup. But there's Cedric Alexander, massive clothesline on Stacks. Looking to fly again, this time. Not getting it out of bounds. No water in the pool there for Tony D and Stacks. Tag made, Tony D and clothesline on Cedric Alexander. Other frequent tags on display from the family. Stacks flies at massive springboard forearm on Alexander for the tag team titles. Will it be enough? Leg is hook, shoulders down, center of the ring. One count only and a kick out by Cedric Alexander. Stomp counter there, Cedric. Beautiful arm drag there on Stacks. Drop kick, didn't get all of it. Big shot, no elbow by Alexander. Alexander missing the clothesline. Big shot from Stacks again. Stacks went for another one, another counter. Cedric looking to fly, and a springboard tornado DDT. Tag, Wesley legal. Badly needed that tag there. Wesley now the legal participant in this contest. Poison Rana! Dropping Stacks right at the top of his head. Cover. Leg hook, shoulders down. Well, let's do it. 2 count to retain the goal, and a kick out by Stacks at 2. Close call there. Tony D gets tagged back in. Now is D'Angelo. The Dawn. The leader of the family. Clothesline on a Wesley. Big jabs and big shots and strikes now. Lee gonna counter. And Wesley, look at this incredible flipping Rana. Cover. Leg hook, shoulders down to retain the tag titles. 1 count only, kick out by D'Angelo. Massive forearm from Wesley. Run, set and leave. Flipping heel kick there on Tony D'Angelo. And a drop kick right at our back now. Wesley on fire. Tony D is terrified. Springboard stunner. Cover. Lee and Alexander retain the gold here. Will it be the Hurt Business for the win? And a kick out again by D'Angelo. But a flipping neck breaker by one of the champions in Wesley. And Tony D wants to make a tag and a Stacks. West from the middle rope with a massive splash to the back. Lee moving out the way. D'Angelo running in with the STO. STO by Tony D. And look at this. The float over Northern Lights suplex on Wesley. Will it be enough for the tag team titles on Title Tuesday? To an immediate kick out there. Unreal offense. Irish whip sent in on the corner, tag made, double team offense now from the D'Angelo family. Stacks back into the fray here against Wesley. Waist lock there, look at Lee getting taken out, uppercut to the back there. Counter though by Wesley. Kick right onto the knee now, West. Kick to the midsection, hooks him in now. Destroyer by Lee. Beautifully done, in for the cover to retain the tag team titles, and there's D'Angelo again making the save. Not to be yet. Wesley pissed over Tony D'Angelo, and Wesley perhaps looking to fly against Tony D. Look at this here, Tope Suicida by 1/2 of the tag team champions. Unbelievable, but look at this. Stacks looking to roll him up, shoulders down, 2 count, kick out, Lee rolls through, Lee penny predicament, 2 count on Stacks for the tails, and a kick out by Stacks now. My lord, Wesley now running in, making a tag, in comes Cedric Alexander, look at Stacks, close line, and a cannonball on Cedric Alexander. Stacks and Alexander are legal. Stacks massive forearm there off the ropes now, and a big boot to the bush on Alexander, and for the cover of the tag team titles. Lee comes in making a save. Man, oh man, and look at that from Stacks. Gonna take out Wesley at ringside now. And is Stacks gonna fly and take out Lee perhaps? Looks like he is. Running off, building momentum. Tope crossbody there. But now Cedric Alexander looking to fly, take out Stacks as he turns the attention of Wesley, and a Tope by Cedric, taking out Stacks Lorenzo now. Unreal scenes in this tag team championship affair tonight to get us going on NXT Title Tuesday to keep the show rolling. Cedric sends Stacks back into the ring as he is admiring his handiwork once more. Alexander now, big overhand shot, knee fish shot, big kick to the midsection, hooks him in, got him exactly where he wants him in a brain. Buster by Alexander, cover on Stacks, leg is hook, shoulders down, 2 count connecting, kick it again by Stacks. Oh man. Stacks kicking out of everything he's been getting thrown at tonight in a clothesline. Connecting on Cedric Alexander. And look at this. What's Stacks going to need? Slapping himself in the face. Massive knee. Right on the top of the head of Cedric. Cover center of the ring for the titles. Stacks to get a massive pinfall here, and a kick out by Alexander. My God. Oh, close call tonight on this one. As Janet Stacks now making a tag. Well needed tag that Tony D. We're back down to the original 2 superstars that started off this contest. Tony D'Angelo and Cedric Alexander. Another massive clothesline by the Dome. Wesley wants the tag in. There's Cedric Alexander. Massive clothesline and nip up now on Tony D'Angelo. Cedric able to turn him round now. Big maneuver and coming lumbar check. Lumbar check, double knees in the back, cover on Tony D, leg hook, shoulders down, 2 count. Stacks making a save. Saving the tag title opportunity for him and the Dawn. For the family. Tag. Wesley set back in now. Lee, frog splash, nobody home. Tony D able to move it away. And then D'Angelo sends West into the corner, tag made, Stacks legal. Here goes the family. Bada bang! On Wesley. Stacks legal. Cover for the title. Cedric making that save before the referee can even get in a position to count the fall. And there's Stacks going after Cedric, but Cedric leaving him out to dry there. Look at that. Stacks going straight for Cedric. Got him that time. Wesley from behind, shoulders down, crucifix pinfall to steal one to retain the title. 2 count. Stacks able to kick out somehow, somewhere. Unreal. And look at this. Wesley, cardiac kick against the ropes. Bounced off, cover on Stacks. Tony D and making the save again. Tony D'Angelo not having any of it. And look at this. Wesley going straight for D'Angelo now. My days. And look at this. Wesley. Oh my God. Incredible offense. The springboard. An incredible maneuver. And a shooting star press to the outside, but West comes back in, taking out Stacks with a massive super kick to the back of the head, and then taking out the Dawn. Tony D'Angelo again, follows it up with a massive forearm. Now it's Wesley. Lee got Stacks right where he wants some. Second tier of the match. I'm going to drop up on his head with a destroyer. Destroyer by Wesley on Stacks. It's just going to be all over now for the D'Angelo family. Hurt Business looking to retain the gold. Tag made Alexander legal. Double team offense now coming for the Hurt Business. The assisted flipping blockbuster there. Alexander legal. Center of the ring up for the cover. Shoulders down. Leg is hook. scoring 2. The Hurt Business retain the NXT Tag Team titles. Tony D'Angelo having more faith in his boy than he had and himself. But Stacks not able to kick out, and the Hurt Business able to get their second successful defense of the NXT Tag Team Championships tonight. What a victory for the Hurt Business. Congratulations. Going out to Lee and Alexander. Commiserations to Tony D and Stacks, who come up short in their second pursuit of the NXT Tag Team Gold. But what a matchup nonetheless. Great effort from all 4 men. Both teams brought it all, but this was the maneuver that spelled the end for Stacks. And spelled the end for the Raiders as well at Deadline, which allowed the Hurt Business to become the NXT Tag Team Champions in the first place. What action tonight. The Destroyer happened twice on Stacks. He's going to have a massive brain injury, maybe a massive concussion as well. But there you see them 2 superstars standing tall. Alexander and Lee, the Hurt Business. Still, your NXT Tag Team Champions tonight in Lincoln, Nebraska on NXT title Tuesday 2 as the show rolls on. Here tonight live on the white and gold brand is coming up next. NXT North American title on the line in an open challenge match, which has been accepted by the former NXT Cruiserweight Champion Santos Escobar, who's challenging Austin Theory for the gold. That's up next live on NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT North American Championship.
Now just heard from our ring announcer Alicia Taylor. North American Championship on the line right here, right now, next on NXT Title Tuesday 2 in your penultimate contest of the evening. And out first is the former NXT Cruiserweight Champion, losing the gold at NXT TakeOver Deadline, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, who's a former North American Champion, and the current Cruiserweight Champion. Can Santos follow in his footsteps and become the next North American Champion and be the second NXT superstar to win 2 titles here in this series? Gonna have to wait and see. North American title contest coming up next live on NXT Title Tuesday 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're back live from Lincoln, Nebraska on NXT. As though you see the North American Champion, A-Town down himself, Austin Theory. He won it back in Paris, France on an NXT episode, defeating Matt Riddle for the gold and successfully defending it against Riddle at NXT TakeOver Deadline before the Rumble about a month ago. He also defeated Ilya Dragunov in a massive upset in a rematch from a WWE Dark main event not too long ago. That happened a number of weeks ago back on NXT, and this is his 3rd defense of the gold, putting it on the line against former Cruiserweight champ Santos Escobar with the crowd ready for this one. The 3rd of 4 title matches tonight, that right there being the prize, the beautiful, coveted and prestigious North American title. Let's head to the ring now with the official ring instructions from Alicia Taylor.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the NXT North American Champion, Austin Theory.
Thank you, Alicia. There you see Austin Theory, very confident, very egotistical, very brash, very cocky, but he sure as hell backs it up. He certainly has in recent memory. Let's see if he can back it up again tonight in the penultimate contest. North American Championship up for grabs. As Rod Zapata allowing Santos Escobar to have a look at what he could be walking out with tonight. It was this past week on WWE Dark. Santos picking up an impressive victory over Lexis King, which puts him in contention for this championship opportunity tonight against Austin Theory. I mean, Austin is already knocked off a former Cruiserweight Champion and Ilya Dragunov. Let's see if we can knock off another former Cruiserweight Champ, the man that beat Ilya Dragunov for the gold, and Santos Escobar. Here we go, matchup underway, colorable title to get us going. Live tonight on NXT Title Tuesday 2. Collar elbow Theory getting that drop kick on Santos Escobar. Escobar, massive V-trigger in straight. The base going here on Austin Theory, and a clothesline sends him to the outside. If Theory was in the Rumble, he would have been eliminated right there. Santos, oh yeah! Slingshot, splash right across the back on Austin Theory. And they're going to send Theory to the barricade. Now they do damage out there, oh, but moving out the way as Austin Theory. Now he's going to send Santos against the barricade here. And the Irish whip back first against the big barricade. The Unforgiven. It looks like there's a lot of padding there, but trust me, ladies and gentlemen, when I say there is definitely not. Austin Theory, Santos back and forth right now on the floor. Counter back from the official. What's the paddle? Do not want to be counted out in this highly important North American Championship contest. They're back in the ring now. Santos, springboard, crossbody, cover for the title. 2 count. Kick out by Theory. Escobar almost becoming the new North American champion in an instant there. Here tonight, Santos picks up Theory. Crunchy connecting. Massive offense from Santos. 1 count only this time. Kick out by Austin Theory. Santos trying to pull out all the stops and a super kick. They do the trick, but Theory knew it's fate. A massive boot by Austin Theory. Gonna stop Santos in his track, but there's a floor over DDT by the North American champion, and a clothesline now by Theory. Metal rope goes the champ. Drop kick connecting. Santos sent all the way across the ring, almost out of it. Cover, shoulders down, 2 count, kick out by the former Cruiserweight champion. Looking to become the next North American champion, following the footsteps of the man that beat him for the Cruiserweight gold. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. We will see him next week on NXT, defending his Cruiserweight Championship. Going to be an awesome matchup. He takes on the inaugural Cruiserweight Champion, Trick Williams, one-on-one for the gold. That's going down next week on NXT. Of course, this weekend will be No Way Out Premium Live event, live in Perth, Australia, where 2 Elimination Chamber matches will be taking place to determine number 1 contenders for men's and women's world championships, heading into the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. But there you see Austin Theory, massive power slam heading to the outside, and now look at that, rolls through and a drop kick on Santos. Back into the cover, shoulders down for the title retain, 2 count, another rear fall by Santos Escobar here in this one. Santos staying alive, at least for the time being. Overhand shot, massive smack by Austin Theory, knife edge chop, block, countered by Santos, gonna send him into the corner now is Austin Theory. Theory in trouble, don't want to be there. Santos Escobar now, oh baby. Heading up, metal rope, we saw him doing avalanche phantom drive and Alexis Ting this past week on Dark. He won't do that, but he'll certainly hang him up on the top turnbuckle there. Midsection first is Escobar. Going straight for the champion now. Santos. Got Theory dead to rights. Got him in the drop zone. Heading up top for the NXT North American title. Massive frog splash. Come on. Leg hook, shoulders down. This may do it. 2 count on Theory and a kick out. Austin Theory able to find something down within him and able to stay alive with that one. Able to somehow, someway kick out. Massive super kick by Austin Theory. And a release German suplex, just launching the former Cruiserweight champion and the challenger today in this North American title tussle. And a third of 4 championship matches tonight. Theory in the corner, rolls through, blockbuster by the champion. Cover, leg kick, shoulders down to retain. Will it be enough? 2 count on Santos. No, kick out, very powerful one at that. Is Escobar able to get that shoulder off the canvas now? My God. These 2 superstars going to have a great show, and they already are. We've already seen 2 great championship matches tonight. The 2 champions able to retain thus far. This is our 3rd of 4 championship matches tonight, where we see 2 new champions. And the last 2 title matches tonight. Or well, we see 1 new champ. Or maybe no new champs, but it could be Escobar being the new champ. Double knees in the corner, followed by the Phantom Driver. Penny Bregman, 2 count kick out by Theory. Incredibly close call there. It's Rod Zapata was right there. Not to be, not yet. Escobar almost there, becoming a champion. Over that Phantom Driver, following the double knees out of the corner. But a big elbow moving out the way. Austin Theory now inside cradle, small package for the title to retain. 2 count on Santos. Kick out, able to stay in it. Rod Zapata right there. sealing that deal with the Santos Escobar back to his feet, a leg lariat now on Austin Theory. Stomping away on that champ. Theory to his feet, went for a clothesline. Escobar shot blocked by Theory, forearm connected. Theory picks him up to retain the title. A down connect. Cover, leg hook, shoulders down. Will this be enough? Two count and Escobar who kicks in as this matchup rolls on for the gold. We're back live on NXT. Title Tuesday from Lincoln, Nebraska tonight. NXT North American title on the line. Theory. Beautiful patella drop, brain buster with a leg crossed on Escobar. Will it be enough to retain against Santos? Didn't an ear fall. Escobar able to get that shoulder off the canvas again. Incredible resiliency by the former NXT Cruiserweight Champion. Won the Golden Random edition of NXT against Ilya Dragunov, losing it at TakeOver Deadline at Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Austin Theory, of course, winning the North American title against Matt Riddle. But he could lose it against Escobar tonight. Off the Mexican Destroyer. Santos covers, leg is hooked, shoulders down, this may do it. Escobar for the title, no, not over yet. A kick in by Austin Theory again. My, oh my, what action tonight as Santos setting up through brush from the beginning of the end. No, went for another Phantom Driver. If he hit that second one, it may have spelled the end for Theory's championship run. But this could spell the end of Escobar's championship pursuit. Down number 2. Two count again. You're gonna be kidding me. What action tonight. Santos, wait a minute. Shoulders down. Victory over Steel one again. The victory. No champion. No. Austin Theory staying in again. As Santos runs in. Massive shot. Blocked again by Austin Theory. Back and forth action. Kick to the midsection. Theory again now. Ataxia. Trying to pull on all the stuff to push Santos away. Leg hook, shoulders down. Now this may know how to retain. Two counting order. My God, Austin Theory able to retain the NXT North American title against Escobar tonight. What a maneuver there. Got him with a taxi in the end as Santos Escobar brought it all. The double knees, the destroyer, the splash, the phantom driver. Not enough to put Austin Theory away, but Santos, gotta give it to him. He was bringing some incredible resiliency. Kicking out of 2 8-town downs. Kicking out of a patella drop brainbuster, a rolling blockbuster, rolling drop kick, but finally getting put down to Ataxia. And still, your NXT North American champion, the Atlanta boy, 8-town down himself, Austin Theory. Congratulations, Theory. Still your North American champion here tonight on NXT Title Tuesday 2. It's now this time for your main event of the evening. The inaugural NXT champion Keith Lee looking like a 2-time champion as he battles Carmelo Hayes. And your main event tonight live on NXT Title Tuesday 2 for the gold in Lincoln, Nebraska. There you heard the introductions from Alicia Taylor. Gonna be an awesome one for the NXT Championship. It's this man, the Limitless One himself, as the inaugural NXT Champion, winning it in the inaugural tournament by winning the finals against Gunther at last year's WrestleMania. But before that, before the finals even took place, it was the semi-final round where Keith Lee was able to knock off Carmelo Hayes in the semis last year at last year's NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver event. Can he beat Melo for a second time tonight? This time for all the marbles. For Lee to become a Limitless 2-time NXT champion. And that will mean everybody will truly be basking in his glory. If they not already are. Which if you're not, what the hell's wrong with you? This man is an absolute beast. A specimen in that ring. And he could be a 2-time NXT champion tonight. In our final title contest at Title Tuesday 2 this evening. My lord. We're back live tonight at NXT Title Tuesday 2 as now you see the NXT champion himself, Carmelo Hayes. He does not miss and he does not want to miss tonight against the champion, or the inaugural champion, and the challenger in this contest, Keith Lee. But Lee does not want to miss in his own right because every other championship matchup tonight, the champions have retained. This is Lee's opportunity to break that curse and become a two-time NXT champion tonight. The crowd ready for this one in Lincoln, Nebraska, as am I. Is that right? There's what they're fighting for. The beautiful, prestigious, and coveted NXT Championship. For the final time tonight, let's head to the ring with the official ring introductions from Alicia Taylor.
Introducing the challenger from Wichita Falls, Texas, weighing in at 340 pounds, Keith Lee. And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, the NXT Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Here we go then, folks. Thank you, Alicia. Carmelo Hayes looking ready. Let's see if he's able to retain the NXT Championship tonight. Let's see if he's finally able to get his win back over Keith Lee this evening. Rod's the part of this final duty of the night, handing over the championship, with could once again be Keith Lee's. Melo the third ever NXT champion here in this series. Keith Lee the first, Gunther the second, Melo the third. Let's see if Lee can become the fourth or Melo remains the third tonight. Gonna be a fun one. Lee, Melo, number 2. NXT title on the line. Rod's Zapata ringing the bell. Matchup is underway. And your main event of the evening. Tolerable tie-up, big man versus smaller man. But Melo able to get the upper hand, using his speed to his advantage. That's what you gotta do to take down the massive Keith Lee. Look at that springboard clothesline by Melo Hayes. Down goes Lee, cut him with authority there. And a float over DDT with the champion Melo. It was last week in the main event of NXT, where Keith Lee was able to get an impressive victory over Melo's good friend and buddy Trick Williams, who seems to be Melo's right-hand man at the minute. As soon as Melo has a big matchup, the opponent the week prior is always Trick Williams. And for the most part, he's always losing the thing. Keith Lee getting the victory over Trick last week, and Trick next week getting a Cruiserweight title shot against Dirty Dom Mysterio, the man he pinned to become the inaugural Cruiserweight champion at last year's Stand and Deliver event. A lot of history on last year's Stand and Deliver event. We're building to this year's Stand and Deliver event as well. Who will walk in NXT champion in that event? Will it be Melo Hayes or will it be Keith Lee? Melo on the outside of the ring as Keith Lee gaining control for the most part. Here Keith Lee looking to fly. Tope on Halo by the big man. Through caution of the win. And flying all for the opportunity to become the NXT champion for the second time in this series. He sends Hayes back into the squared circle now. Keith Lee on the apron looking to fly. Oh, went for a slingshot crossbody. Couldn't get it though. No water in the pool there as Melo had that scouted. Not often we've seen Keith Lee do maneuvers like that, but we know he's capable of it. As for he is limitless, they don't just call him that for no reason. He certainly is, but Melo missing the mark there with that springboard clothesline. But he's still in control over the former champion Keith Lee. And he's now clotheslining Lee to the outside, eliminating him from the Rumble. If he was in the Rumble, he would have got eliminated right there. Melo Hayes now looking to fly on Lee. We saw Lee do it. Now it's Melo's turn, and he got all of it. Tope con Hilo taking out the Limitless one at ringside here in the midst of this championship showdown tonight. Melo Hayes been a great champion thus far, cashing in his Money in the Bank contract he won back at TakeOver Battlegrounds. They cashed it in at TakeOver Vengeance Day, following the Gunther Trick Williams main event for the NXT Championship. As Keith Lee now getting that slingshot crossbody out of the ring. Cover now. Will it be enough for the gold? 2 count on Melo on a near fall. That's right, Gunther defeating Trick at Vengeance Day in the main event. Melo coming out right after it, cashing in and defeating Gunther for the gold. He then beat Gunther in the rematch, beat Trick one-on-one as well, and beat Gunther and Trick in a triple threat contest as well. Beat Ilya Dragunov in the main event at Deadline, and defeated Damian Priest on the NXT following it. 5 successful defenses thus far for Melo Hayes in his NXT Championship run thus far. And that's a sick defense of the gold. Let's see if he's successful against the Big Bang Catastrophe, which is Keith Lee. It could be a catastrophe for Melo Hayes though, as he could get a second loss to Lee tonight, awarding Lee his second NXT title as he runs through the clothesline. I've seen this before, the pounds. Melo Hayes sent flying into the cover. Lee for the title. Leg hook, shoulders down. Scores 2. Kick out by Hayes. What action all round it's been tonight in Lincoln, Nebraska. As though you see Melo Hayes rolling to the outside. Keith Lee, incredible slingshot, cuts through crossbar to the outside, taking out Melo, hitting him hard at ringside. Big smack, no block, Hayes now. Sends Lee back in a squared circle. Holy hell. Now Melo Hayes on the apron. Keith Lee, big shot block forearm there by Hayes. Hayes trying to do something. Going up to the top rope. Keith Lee going to try and stop him in his tracks. Count of 5 from the official with the para. Hayes back in up to the top rope now. Hayes flying. Oh my, what an incredible arm drag. Spinning arm drag. The momentum. Even taking out the referee Rod Zapata. And now taking out Keith Lee with the first 48 toe breaker. Jumping up double knees. Cover no official though. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, it might have been a 3, but Lee able to kick out. There's no official there to call it. Referee down and out. Inadvertently, thanks to that incredible maneuver from Carmelo Hayes, but there's Keith Lee running in with a Hurricane Rana now. Hurricane Rana on Hayes, picks him up, bang, bang, catastrophe, referee now getting up cover. Lee Kuchner's down Lee to become 2-time champ, 2-count kick out by Hayes. I gotta be kidding me. Oh my days. He's almost losing out there, and Keith Lee back up to the tippy top rope, looking to fly now. Massive frog splash by Lee. Into the cover. Lee gets hook shoulder down. 2 count now. No! Another near fall. Man, oh man. Rolling to the outside of the ring once again now. As Carmelo Hayes, Keith Lee on the apron. Double axe handle caught on there. Melo on the outside, massive drop kick. Caught all of them on that one. Melo Hayes on the apron now. Keith Lee right there. Look at this. Showboat into the crowd. Melo looking to fly though, and Melo with a drop kick. Springboard drop kick, but did not get any of that. I mean, he got some of it, but not enough to keep Keith Lee down. Not enough to even take him down in the first place. My God, now Lee battering him on the outside. Big smacks and knife edge chops. Count of 7 here. Both men going to get back in the ring. Do not want a double count out situation. As Lee sends Hayes back into the square circle. Hayes now to his feet. Float over. DDT once again. Drops him on his head. Melo Hayes on fire here. There's Keith Lee into the corner. And now Melo Hayes. Got him where he wants some. Tippy top rope avalanche maneuver here. The Hurricane Rana there by Hayes. Heading up to the top. Keith Lee dressed up in his tracks. But there's Melo got him with nothing but net. Didn't get all of it. Looked a little clumsy there in the execution, but will it be enough for the victory? Hayes floats him over, hooking the leg, shoulders down to retain the title and get his victory back on Lee. And a kick out by Keith Lee there. My days, man. Keith Lee wants his win back. Melo Hayes wants his win back all the way from last year after Keith Lee beat him at Takeover Stand and Deliver in the semi-final stages of the inaugural NXT Championship Tournament, which of course Keith Lee went on to win by defeating Gunther at WrestleMania. This manoeuvre's there by Keith Lee, and a moonsault from the middle rope to the back of Hayes, who was starting to get to his feet. Didn't get all of it. Will it be enough, however, for the NXT title? We got a 2-time champ. Cover like who throws down 2-count, connecting and a kick it again by Carmelo Hayes. One action tonight, live on NXT title. Tuesday to his next week. We're going to see another number 1 contender affair for the NXT title. The winner of this going to be in for another massive fight. Fatal 4-way contest and a number 1 contender matchup coming your way next week. Obafemi Brunson, Reed Logan, Paul Solo Sikoa all do battle 4-way matchup next week following No Way Out. The number 1 contender matchup, top rope there, Hayes. Massive frog splash, 2 can retain. No, another near fall. Lee again, muscling that shoulder off the canvas. Also next week, we mentioned it earlier on, Trick Williams getting an opportunity at the Cruiserweight title against Dirty Dom Mysterio. Can the inaugural Cruiserweight champ become a 2-time Cruiserweight champ, much like the inaugural NXT champ? It's looking to become a 2-time NXT champ tonight against Melo Hayes, but he's certainly putting in the work is Melo right now with beautiful springboard moonsaults. Lee getting that knee, creates separation. Lee now, Spirit, bomb for the gold! Heading predicament. Two-time champ perhaps. 2 count on Hayes. No, so close. Melo somehow able to kick out and stay in this one. You're going to be kidding me. Unbelievable offense, man. We're also going to see a number 1 contender match up next week for the NXT Tag Team titles as Melo able to take him down with a Mystica. Cover. Base first goes lead for the title. Melo gets one back and retain and a kick out to make it 4 for 4. And the title Tuesday 2 championship matchups, but Lee gonna kick out at 2. Like I was saying, tag title contender match next week as well. LWO of Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Will gonna be battling Fraxium. Winners get the Hurt Business for the NXT tag team titles as Hayes comes off on the ropes for the second time. Connect him with a crossbody. He got all of it that time. He didn't get any of it the last time. He got all of it this time. Sends him back in. Suplex. Cutter combination now. On Keith Lee. Incredible strength there from Melo. Cover to retain the gold. Center of the ring. Leg hook. Shoulders down. Kick out again by Keith Lee. You're gonna be kidding me. Man, oh man, what action tonight. Incredible action. And also going down next week, Ilya Dragunov and Karrion Kross. 2 men that want to climb up the power rankings are going to be going one-on-one next week. Live on NXT. All that so much more coming your way next week following No Way Out Premium Live event live from Perth, Australia this weekend. We're getting back to our main event at hand. We've got a slugfest on deck tonight. Live in Lincoln, Nebraska. Back and forth action. Back and forth as these 2 men are trading shots, trading blows all over the coveted NXT Championship. That's what they're fighting for. Lee wanted to become a 2-time champ. Melo desperately wants to cling on to his championship for a little longer. Who's going to get it? Massive hockey fight. Is this what this crowd paid to see tonight? What incredible action it has been all night rounds. Lee in control here. And this championship affair going to send Melo Hayes into the corner. Keith Lee for the NXT title. Looking to pounce him for the second time out of the corner now. Irish whip and got him on some there. He's almost sent halfway across the ring now. Shooting the half hook in the leg. Shoulders down for the title. Leg hook. Shoulders down. No! Able to grab the bottom rope as Melo Hayes. Melo with great veteran instinct, incredible ring awareness, grabbing that rope, saving his championship, but there's Keith Lee, went for another maneuver, went for spirit bomb perhaps, but Melo Hayes going to stop him in his tracks with a massive drop kick. And now Melo Hayes in control. The ropes down, massive shots on Keith Lee, more massive body blows, big maneuvers there, and now Force 40, yeah! Beautiful connection by Hayes. This could do it. Heading up to the top rope, Melo Hayes to retain the NXT title to finally get his win back over Keith Lee. 1 full year later, over a year later, there's nothing but net. Got all of it that time. 2 count on Lee retaining the NXT Championship tonight, which means all 4 championship contests ends in the champion retaining in every single matchup tonight on NXT title Tuesday 2 live from Lincoln, Nebraska. What a matchup, what an incredible defense is Carmelo Hayes. Able to get 6 successful defenses of his NXT Championship after an incredible victory over Keith Lee. What a matchup, what a win, and what a show it's been tonight live from Lincoln, Nebraska on NXT title Tuesday 2. That's all we have time for here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow for another action-packed edition of SmackDown. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you then. Until then, though, folks, take care, take it easy, and peace.